What up, Scorpio? Oh, did I turn this little speaker off? Yeah, we don't need no vibration from that. Scorpio, this is going to be your July reading. You know how we do this. We're going to start with the bones and the charms first. Then we're going to move on for some further confirmation from tarot. And then we're going to finish with the empath oracle. Let me make sure that we have everything. All right, Scorpio. What we got for Scorpio this month, Spirit? I hope y'all are doing well. A few of my Scorpio friends, I think they went to the river today. Um, I don't know. I guess they're going, what do you call that? Rafting or floating? I don't even know. Look at me. They went and did something in the water. So I was like, I'm happy for you. In Texas, it's hot as hell, so I'm pretty sure that's perfect. All right, let me get all of this in. There we go. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio for July. All righty. Let's see what we have. Be careful of people pulling on your resources with money because we have the little skeleton hand on the mojo hand, and this is basically gimme, gimme, gimme. Help me, help me, help me. I definitely get trickster energy that is coming in around that. Now, not to say that somebody is trying to get over on you, but this could be family. This could be somebody that is maybe needier than what they need to be. We have the dog there, so this could also be an animal that is having some type of issue, but be careful. This could be the vet taking advantage of you. So you may need to go ahead and be like, okay, let me figure out what needs to be paid right now, what doesn't need to be paid, because we have trickster energy, somebody trying to be funny with the money. I do feel be careful of allergies, headaches, things like that, because we have that in your health sector. I also see the stress heart up here with a bullet casing next to it. So for some of y'all, stress levels may be a little bit too high. You may be needing to meditate, do yoga. Worst case scenario, take medication for it. I think for some of you, there may have already been some type of lifestyle change because I see the butterfly underneath it, which could be that, maybe my stress level was too high. Let me start exercising. Let me lose some weight. Let me start doing yoga. So there's something I feel like you've already changed, Scorpio. You do need to be a little bit more flexible because I sit in the bad spell work in 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. You could have some issue with some jealousy. Could be that there's a difference of opinions because the vertebrae is there. And then Nine of Pentacles could be, this could be if you're in entrepreneurship, this could be with a client. There could be jealousy of somebody who is pushing boundaries with you or your business. Evil eye energy is upside down, which means it's not at a high, but it could also be that this is more of a jealousy thing. So if you are working or you have your own business or you're independent, it looks like that somebody might have a problem with that. You may have either stood your ground with this person and they don't like it, or maybe even they used to be able to kind of push you around and now they're not able to. There's something where there's a loss of power on this person. But I feel like with the hip joint there, you might be finding yourself navigating around this energy with this person. Okay. Now it's interesting because we have the house and we have some type of conflict. This is somebody that is face down. Could somebody have fallen and hurt themselves and now you got to deal with your homeowner insurance? Could this be somebody that is having some type of issue but they don't want to see it in the home? Somebody's legs are bent up. So this could be even feeling stuck in a situation. Um, Money going out could be that you're trying to find a different place to live. Maybe they've gone up on your rent and it's like, damn, I got to pay this money or I'm going to lose money. Now, you do have money that's coming back in though. So for some of you, I'm wondering if possibly this is a roommate that's moving out and now you got to pay more money. Something is going to balance with it. This also could be selling the home or moving out of a home but getting less than what you anticipated because money is coming in. Some of you, if there is a move, it's because of conflict. And over here, we definitely have a new home coming in. But the cowrie shell is upside down. Money upside down here, money upside down on a new home. This literally is a down payment for some of you. It's like, oh shit, I got to come up with this for, if it's an apartment, could be, down payment in the first month. If it's a house, it could be, if you're renting it, down payment in the first month. And for some of you, if you're purchasing, it could just be a down payment. Let me see. I do feel that for some of you, it could be a breakup because we have the heart upside down and this is not a connection, something not being connected anymore. This also could be that a place that maybe you were passionate about before, you're not passionate about now. But I feel for some of you, there's a breakup that's coming in, whether this is a platonic friendship or a romantic a romantic relationship or something like that. I feel like that there is some type of pulling away from a situation. Could be that you're moving away from something that makes you feel uncomfortable because the crown is upside down. Now, this is crossing over into the house and then spirit messages. You do have evil eye energy, so spirit is telling you you got some people that are going to be coming in that you're not going to want to fuck with. Some of you, the question mark is there, and then we have the going around in circles over and over again. Some of you, you've already dealt with, I think, some of these people. The sword is there, so you could be trying to protect yourself. Eight of Cups is there, and that's basically I'm walking away from something. Now, we do have 10 of Wands, and this could be feeling burdened with some heaviness. But I feel like because you got some negative energy that could be coming in, and for some of you, it's like, I can't believe that we're going through this cycle again. But I feel like you're cutting away. The sword is literally on top of the handcuffs. So if you've been feeling like you've been in some type of bondage, the 8 of Cups is like, I ain't doing this no more. And this is in your love sector. So some of you could be pulling away from somebody that you love because maybe the feelings are changing. This could be a family member because it's like, I need to go ahead and put some space in between us. For some of you, it's that there's a negative energy that you just don't want to keep dealing with. The sword is basically saying, I'm cutting myself out of bondage. I'm breaking free. Now, for some of you, there's clouds at first, and then we get the sun that is coming in. And this is moving forward with this toe joint. This is basically like I'm walking towards something else. We do have a new job that's coming in a good luck spell work. Some of you could be traveling out for a job. Some of you could be building some type of social media presence. This also could be a website because this is connecting with people globally or internationally. So you could have a job where you're working with computers, website development. You might even have a business because we saw 9 of Pentacles, which could be entrepreneurship. But I do see reaching a lot of people, and that would be with social media or your social network. The chicken is basically like a lot of talk, a lot of maybe networking, putting yourself out there. Now, we have the Jack of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have 8 of Wands, messages coming in or either action. We have Queen of Cups, water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We definitely have something that is transforming. Now, with the cups, I feel like that there may be something with an emotion. Whether this is an emotion between 2 people, there may be something that is going to get better. I also feel that there's something that's going to be revisited. Now, we are going into Mercury retrograde this month, so you might have something that's coming back. Some of you with this Queen of Cups, it could be a mother issue. mom issue, mother issue that you need to deal with. This could be that we need to talk. Might be a transformation in a relationship. The good thing about Mercury is if a relationship is on bad terms, it actually can flip it to where communication is better. Of course, we always know about when the communication seems to be decent, and then Mercury flips it around and it's confusing. But I feel for some of you, there may be some type of talk with a mother figure that is needed at some point. This also could be a mother talking to their child, because we have a Queen of Cups and then we have a Jack of Cups. So there may be some type of communication that needs to be had. Now, I am getting the badge, and let's see what's around it. We have the Sun, could be positive in a legal situation. We have King of Cups, which could be a lawyer. If you're having some type of legal situation, some of you could be having a male or a female attorney help you. This could be also getting some good news coming back in from a legal situation, or even just paperwork that needs to come in. I do see chicken foot there, so it's showing that you're being protected. Let's see, what are you being protected from? Nine of Wands with the bullet casing could be having to explain yourself or defend yourself. So if this is going to court, it could be that Spirit is saying, oh, you're going to have victory. Whatever you're trying to talk about, there could be something that comes in with victory for you that opens up the doors. Could be definitely moving in a positive direction. For some of you, there's a little girl there or a child. This could even have something to do with child support or child custody. Nine of Pentacles is on top of the child. So this could be that if you are taking somebody back to court for child support, male or female, there's some type of payment or money that looks like it's coming in. Let's see. Best friends is upside down. Some of you might be having an issue with a friendship. And it's over emotions. Now, like I said, this could be the month where be really clear about communication. If you don't understand something, ask for clarity with it when you're communicating. Some of you might be pulling away from somebody because of communication problems. The good luck sector, we have the 4-leaf clover already there, which means this might be a good month to play the lotto. Nine of Cups, getting something that you prayed for. Angel, we have protection. Anchor is not quite in the upright, but I do see the mermaid there. So there's somebody, a water spirit, that could be working on your stability, your anchor. This could be for some of you moving closer to water with the anchor and the mermaid. I definitely see a lot of communication. So I don't know, maybe you could even be working close to water element, or like a river, lake, ocean, where there's a lot of clients that are coming in that may help with stability. This could also be living on a boat and running a business off of a boat. This also could be overseas travel that may bring stability. The Witch's Hat, which is manifestation coming true, is in the upright, and travel is there. So for some of you, there may be traveling somewhere that opens up other opportunities, or you could be moving someplace because we do have a new home coming in and a new job. Basically, this is kind of like getting a wish fulfilled, manifesting something that you want. Try to manifest specifically, though. I'm definitely getting a walnut shell, and sometimes this could be emotion. So make sure that you're not just going off of, oh, I want, a house. Well, what does that mean? You can get a house that, is falling down and you have to remodel it. This could be, let me be very specific. I want a house that's close to the water. I want, a new job where my office is, has a great view and I make $100,000, a year or more. I want to love, or, I want to be able to travel and not worry about losing money. So be specific, I feel Spirit is saying. Angel is over you with protection. So if you're going anywhere or traveling, it looks like that you're being covered. Some of you, I feel like there's something about going back to school, but we have the gun there, so there may be some delays with that, which could be, oh, I need to work out my paperwork or I need to put things in order. I do see having to do a lot of talking, so this could be that if you're registering you or yourself or your family, I need some coffee, y'all. I believe I need some coffee. If you're registering yourself or your family for school, there could be some delays, so anticipate that. I do see a key there, but we have the double head, which could be dealing with somebody that is, angry, having mood swings. Maybe they don't want to go to school. This could be you if you're getting some stuff delayed and you're trying to register for school. But I feel like there's some communication. If somebody starts to kind of go elevated, don't even waste your energy. Go over their head. If they're not making it easy to work through something, definitely go over their heads. Now, I do see the demon here, and we got the purse upside down. Could be it's crossing over into your family. Could have a family member that is pulling on your energy or your money. And we saw this over here too with a skeleton hand. Definitely could be a family member. Some of you, there could be some spiritual stuff that's going on because we have the cross there. Could be somebody making you doubt your spiritual path. This could also be a spiritual battle. Some of you might be dealing with a family or an organization where you're trying to move in a direction and either, I don't know, with the demon head there, could this be somebody trying to distract you, trying to pull you in a different direction? Some of you, this also could be too that your belief systems are being challenged by somebody close to you. Now, we do have the bloom. The devil is looking at it. The devil head is looking at it. And this could be trying to harvest something, getting your ideas to bloom, getting your garden to bloom, getting your money to bloom. Purse is on the upside down with travel. So be careful if you're traveling somewhere that you're not having to spend more money. This could be getting your car checked out before you get on the road. This also could be that making sure that, if you're flying, that you're getting the insurance or something just in case anything happens. The moon is hidden things that could be coming to light, which means with travel, make sure that everything is on the up and up. I do feel like if this is going away to school, this could be trying to get the money and dorms and all this stuff together, or you could be trying to get some type of stability with maybe a school that could be somewhere else. Some of you might even have a child that's getting ready to go off to college and you're looking at schools, okay? I feel like that there's some needed play within the family. So for some of you, you might be too serious. Maybe things have been too heavy and you really haven't been taking the time out to maybe, have some good times with your family. So this might be getting yourself in a good position where the inner child wants to play. Admirer is in your family sector, and this could be your spiritual family, biological family, people you work with, organizations that you're in, and it looks like you're being seen favorably, Pisces. So there's a good energy that is coming in from that. Some of you might have a client or a project where they're not talking, or they just kind of ghost, that costs some money. I feel like that this person was shady from the get-go. So if you're dealing with somebody and they owe you money and you're calling and you're trying to, email and all that stuff and they're not responding, it doesn't look like they have an intention of paying. All right, the center thing, catcher's mitt is upside down. You're missing opportunities. And why is that? 9 of Wands, defending yourself. Be careful of people distracting you this month. I feel like that you're not fully using your skill set because you're being distracted or pulled in a different direction. I'm also getting stress and problems with overextending yourself. So for some of you that have that skeleton hand where it's like, gimme, 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 help me, help me, help me. Some of you literally need to pull back and focus on you, your well-being, your financial status and things like that. The sun is in the upright. So I feel like that there's going to be some positive things that happen this month. We do have the whip on top, on the side of the 9 of Wands, and that could be arguments with people. But for the most part, you're in a good energy, and I feel like that things are going to open up for you. Some of you definitely could be connecting with a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. And this could be somebody that's a little bit heavy in their energy. So if you're connecting with somebody that is earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, And I don't know why, but I feel like Virgo or Taurus is more the problem than Capricorn. But you might want to pull away. Be careful though. I just feel energy of people pulling on you for whatever reason. You're not everybody's mama or daddy. So you don't need to be out there trying to take care of the world, especially if you're not taking care of yourself. I definitely feel a move because of an environment that feels overwhelming for you. Could be that maybe, I don't know if you live on a compound or anything like that where people are constantly coming to you for help, or you're just feeling like it's time for you to really focus on you. It is. It is Pisces. What did I say, Pisces? Scorpio. Maybe some of y'all are dealing with a Pisces. All right. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio spirit. Scorpio. Let's see what we have. Strength card is in the reverse. This sometimes is not feeling strong. This could also be stress related illness. I feel something with respiratory. Now, we kept getting head congestion. I get, maybe some lower back pain, but I also feel like something is in your chest that could be feeling heavy. And it feels like congestion to me. But maybe there is some issue with COVID or colds or something that could be coming in. This also could be self-doubt. Like maybe there's something you're trying to push through and it's like I'm having a moment of doubts with it. Seven of Swords is sometimes a thief, somebody being dishonest, something that is being stolen, or something illegal that is, to me, being undertaken. Some of you might have been in a situation where there was some type of legal thing that happened and you kind of felt like, I don't feel strong here. I don't feel comfortable with this energy. I also feel that there is a need to kind of be more aware of your surroundings with people around you. So for some of you, I don't know if this is a roommate that lives with you, this is somebody that you work with, this is an environment, a neighborhood that you live in, but I feel like Spirit is kind of like, watch your back. Watch your back, Scorpio. The Eight of Swords, typically in the upright, is overthinking something or feeling like, oh my God, I got way too much going on. I'm stuck. I'm going to be stuck. But in reverse, this is release. This is like, oh, I got to get out of the clouds. I got to get out of this funk. I need to move forward. So this is not overthinking. This is getting very clear. I think something happened where it gave you clarity and it's like, okay, it's time for me to move forward. Nine of Swords, facing fears, and it's Nine of Swords in the reverse. Facing fears, moving forward, focused on new opportunities. So whatever it was, either somebody stole from you, put you in a bad situation, made you have some doubts about what you were doing, what direction you were going, and it's like, okay, I'm going to release that and move forward. Now, we did have a lot of evil eye energy in the spirit messages. We also had a man or a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo with the Jack of Clubs. For some of you, could have been somebody that tried to steal from you. Something happened because you pulled your sword up and you're defending yourself. So there was an energy of, I do need to watch my back. I do need to look out for me. So if this is somebody that you dated, worked with, or whatever, it looks like you're on guard with this person. And it's like I'm facing the fear of what needs to be done and I'm doing it and I'm focused. And then we come in with the Seven of Cups in reverse. And this is basically setting my goals, getting my priorities, clarity, moving on. These three cards are basically all the same. Mental clarity, moving forward, accepting, facing fears, moving forward, solid goals and priorities, moving forward. You ain't even looking back, Scorpio. You're like, I'm done with this BS. I don't want to be in this situation anymore. I'm out. There's no other way. There's no other way but forward. I love that energy. You're like, Now, here we got a monkey wrench thrown in the mix. The Fool in reverse, though, this is some type of resistance. This is like a new beginning is coming, but it's like, goddamn, I got to push a little bit more. I got to pour a little bit more energy into it so that I can move forward. So for some of you, you have a new beginning that's coming, but there is delays or some obstacles that need to be pushed back. Now, we have the Lover's card in reverse. For some of you, this absolutely could be a relationship that did not work out. It's disharmony, it's imbalance, it's miscommunication, it could be struggles. Sometimes the Lovers can also be a problem with a contract, that something that was supposed to go a certain way is now not moving in that direction. So for some of you, there's a new beginning that comes, but maybe the contract isn't going through the way you want it to go through. Or maybe you're trying to move forward and the person that you're with doesn't want to move forward. So there could be some disharmony with that energy. Ace of Cups, Scorpio is like, I don't care what you want to do. New opportunities, action, creativity. I'm moving forward. You don't want to be whatever this disharmony is or this imbalance. It's basically, I'm over it. And that's why I think in the travel thing, we saw movement. The airplane where there was a delay, and I told you make sure you're checking everything, your vehicle or whatever, that also could be the resistance with the Fool card. I want to move forward, but something that I'm trying to use is not moving forward. So for some of you, definitely check your vehicle, your travel plans, because we got all this movement. We got action coming in, but we have miscommunication, disharmony, imbalance. Something could be thrown off. Ace of Swords, you picked up that sword. Breakthroughs, new beginnings, willpower, focus. You're not letting anything hold you back. Three of Swords in reverse, recovery. Hold on, Scorpio. So Scorpio, definitely there is a recovery, a releasing, and a healing process that's going through. You cut away, you cut something away. I don't want this disharmony. I don't want this disbalance. And the head thing here could literally be somebody that was in the clouds, maybe needing therapy, maybe basically just needing to see things. And this is spirit. Spirit could have shown you something. Maybe you already knew this. And it's basically like, okay, let's go ahead and apply for the new job. Let's go ahead and go back to school. Let's go ahead and move. So maybe you had some things, the barriers that were holding some of these things back. I don't think all of these are going to apply to everybody, but if they do, this could be a major life change. I'm going to go back to school, get a new job, and I'm moving. Or whatever order that you want to put it in. But I feel like somebody is like that cycle. Remember where we saw the circle? I think you really have taken that to heart, that we are breaking this. Like, we're not going to keep going around and around and around. So you're cutting away something that's been holding you back, and you're healing. Now, for some of you with this Ace of Swords, this could be something that's going on with heart surgery. Three of Swords could definitely deal with a heart. This could be a heartbreak. Finding out somebody is not being honest with you and cheating on you. The Ace of Swords is like, I'm cutting away. If this is having any type of heart issues, this could be something with heart surgery. Basically, somebody is cutting away something that they no longer need, and the healing card is basically recovery and moving forward. So for some of you, if this is not you, this also could be a family member that might be having some type of surgery because of heart issues. And, you know, my prayers go out for you. Definitely. Five of Pentacles in reverse, we have a change for the better, renewed hope, finding employment. So some of you, once you cut something off, things start to change. If this is surgery, we have recovery, perseverance, a change for the better, renewing your health, moving in a good direction. Let's see. We have a change for the better, but we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and this is watch your finances. Money coming in, but make sure that you're not emotionally spending or spending and buying things that you don't need, because it looks like Spirit is trying to get you back on your feet. But remember, I felt like you were going to lose money with somebody because we had that hand. Some of you, it could be that somebody gets sick and maybe you end up having to help with the medical bills or their medication. That could be where the hand is coming in, because the Four of Pentacles in reverse is an imbalance with finances. This is coveting, somebody wanting what you have. But we do have a thief up here. So be careful that you're not getting played by somebody that is within your family or your friend circle. But the Devil card coming in with in reverse, and this is breaking free, reclaiming your power. Like, I don't have to be stuck. And in the Sun, illumination, clarity. This whole month is about open your eyes. Open your eyes and see what you need to see. Because once you see it, it's going to release you from obstacles and things that are holding you back. All right. Let's see. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. And I keep hearing Aquarius. So I don't know. Some of y'all might be dealing with a Pisces or an Aquarius. All right. Bottom card. Release other people's emotions. Ask yourself, is this emotion mine? Exhale uncomfortable feelings that are not yours so they don't linger in your body. Inhale light. So for some of you, you could be a very strong empath, or you could be very sensitive, and you could be picking up other people's emotions or their feelings. Now, the world is heavy right now. So some of the stuff that you might be absorbing is not necessarily good, and some of it is not your stuff anyway. Focus on gratitude. This is kind of like basically Spirit telling you be happy for the things that are coming in. May not be everything that you want, but it looks like that there are some blessings that are going to be coming your way. There also could be too that you're picking up other people's feelings of depression, hopelessness, and Spirit is like, it's not your energy. Be careful that you don't get caught in or pulled in by somebody else's energy. Don't wait for a crisis to happen to be grateful for your life. Today, focus on what you have and be thankful for it. Aibobo. That is a very good message. Let me see. Practice patience. So it could be that you're praying for something, asking for something, but it's not coming in as fast as you want. And then the other one looks like moon magic. Let's see. So wait a minute. Let me read this card first. Practice patience. Press the pause button. Take a day off from being frustrated with yourself and others. Patience reaps great rewards. This is basically some of y'all are pouring a lot of energy into other people. Now, I've seen this with the other cards too. I think Spirit is like, really is a time to focus on yourself. Appreciate the beauty of the moon. To calm and center yourself or simply experience awe, gaze at the moon tonight. Absorb the purity of her energy. Spirit is saying ground, but they want you to ground with moon energy. Let's see what else we got going on. Release critical voices within. So maybe this is part of your healing. Grounding yourself and reconnecting, letting the moon energy purify you, cleanse you. Release critical voices. When a critical inner voice says, I'm not enough or I'm too sensitive, immediately counter it with, this is not true. Focus on loving thoughts instead. Looks like Spirit is trying to move you away from something that may be heavy. And we saw that with the tarot, that some of y'all may have gone through something that was heavy. And it's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Could be a person. Could be a job. Could be an environment. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. And the gratitude could be like, okay, let's be thankful that you have the car right now. May not be the car that you want, but you got a car that actually is rolling. Let's be grateful that you have a roof over your head, because it may not be where you want to live, but at least you have a roof over your head. Patience is showing that something is working in the background, but it may not be coming in. There's a few obstacles on top of it. So it may be like, okay, let me just get things to move forward. But why aren't we moving faster? Why can't we move faster? And it goes back to the gratitude of be patient. You are getting something that's going to move forward. You got about 5 cards that are basically saying, I'm moving forward, I'm moving forward, I'm moving forward. Ground yourself and release the critical things. Some of you might be saying, I ain't going to never get out of this. I ain't going to never get another job. You know, this relationship ended. I ain't going to never be in love again. Well, I hate to tell you, that ain't the way it go. Because it looks like Spirit is moving you towards something better. Devil card is being released. I'm reclaiming my power. I'm free. I don't have to be negative. I don't have to be around negative people. I don't have to be around negative energy. I am free. So you are moving towards that, and you will get it. You just got to be careful that you don't get stuck in a negative energy and, stay there. And I think that's why Spirit is telling you that the evil eye energy is there, but that's why the sword, Scorpio, I don't know, y'all typically, I wouldn't think would pick up a sword. You got a stinger, but maybe the sword is an extension of your stinger. And some of you might be cutting people away or stinging people and, I don't know, poisoning them and getting them out your way. But whatever it is, it looks like it needs to happen for you to move on. They're not going to stop you from moving on. There's some delays with it, but it looks like you still are going to get where you need to go, Scorpio. All right. Love y'all.